And yes, I'm currently live right now, but if you're watching me at this very second, that means you're probably watching the replay. Sorry you didn't make it. Hopefully you can make it next time. Like I always say, always tune in when we're live. You can always ask questions, throw some topic ideas out there. You know, it's all about the MFers, but at least thank you for tuning in now. There we go. We got it. Wow, it's getting quicker. All right. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of MFers Live. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Hello, Timmy. Yes, it is July 3rd. It is our Tuesday edition, July 3rd, 2018. Hopefully, everybody's been having a great Canadian Day weekend. I know us Canadians, we're so proud. We are. Seeing all the cool things. Hello, Tamara. Hello. Yeah, of course. It's all about being Canadian, eh? And you know what's really funny? I was actually sitting there. We're having a talk. Talking about, well, of course, me, Master Chef, and a bunch of us. We're all talking. And when you sit there and you take the stereotypical types that they portray Canadians as in TV and movies. If you take little bits and pieces from each of those stereotypes, you basically got us. Okay, yes, we don't live in igloos, but you know some Canadians do. Some Canadians do live in igloos. They're up, you know, the Northwest Territories and stuff, right? So technically, part of it is right. So there's some stereotypical up there. Hey, Mike, for me and Joel. Oh yes, happy birthday, Joel. How you doing, buddy? Yes, it is. It's happy birthday. Yes. There's a bunch of people having birthdays. It is. It's awesome. July is such a busy month for birthdays. Come on. This Saturday's the big man, the original MFer's birthday. I got my kid sister's birthday not even a week later. I got one of my old man's birthdays. I got so many birthdays to deal with. There's no the joys of summer.
Real igloos in the Northwest Territories.
Oh,
igloos are in Alaska, which isn't even.
Okay, so you're telling me there's not one person that lives in the Northwest Territories that would build an igloo?
I'm not saying they wouldn't build it, but it's not.
It's not like all of Canada lives in an igloo. That's what I mean. Some of the stereotypes,
it's like Alaskan thing.
Yeah, it's more of the, like I said, up in the Northwest Territories where it's really, really cold. But yes, like I even find myself sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll have that old A. Yeah, thanks to Bob and Doug McKenzie being stereotypical Canadians. I do find myself as a Canadian, I do say a lot. It's like, hey, how you doing, eh? As a Canadian, you don't really clue in and touch on it right. We don't have all those accents. There are accents like that throughout Canada. There is, but just that little A on, you don't even realize it. But yeah, I've noticed that a lot of us Canadians do that. But like I said, if you take the stereotypicals and you actually grab a little piece from each one, you kind of gather them all, because we are. All those stereotypes are all over Canada. But the one big thing that I love being tied into as a stereotypical Canadian is that we're very friendly. And I mean, we are extremely friendly. We're the first ones to sit there, something go wrong that's not even our fault. And we'll sit there and go, sorry, what? What was that?
I'll give you my snowmobile and my leg.
Yeah, from Family Guy. Yeah, I'll give you my snowmobile and my leg, eh? What's this? It was too hot. I got bad. Ooh. Well, make sure you get some aloe on that, buddy. Make sure you get some aloe. Hello, Candace. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Ashley. Hello, everybody. See, there's the A part. It just happens, right? And thank you so much. I try my best. I totally try my best. But that is the one thing I love about being a stereotypical Canadian. That's like all over the world. It is. I have never got to leave Ontario yet, but I've had friends that have traveled all over the world. And I have many friends that have traveled all over. And the one thing is that they always say is that no matter where you go, you have that Canadian leaf like on you. And I don't mean tattooed on. You can have it as a patch, you know, or carry yourself a little Canadian flag. And you're like so respected wherever you go. Because this is the one thing I love about that. I will totally admit, I am part of that stereotypical Canadian of that.
That's not true if you're traveling in the States, though.
Okay, no. Okay, everywhere but the States. Okay, if Canadian travels anywhere but the States, we're praised. We are. Because everybody knows that we are the piece. We're always there helping one another out. And like I said, even when something goes wrong, we're the first ones to sit there and go, you know, I'm sorry. You know, even when people get back going, you don't have to say sorry, okay? And you're like, okay, you're right. You know, I'm sorry. And it's a bad habit, it is. But it's just the way we are. And look, Ghost Pat's in the house. Hey, Ghost Pat. Yes, and then, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are in studio right now. As you guys can tell from the background, we do have Nacho the cat with us. I do have to post some pictures of Nacho. I haven't had the chance to. Lately been getting busy after the streams. I did tag all the winners. So, if, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, check your notifications, okay? I know, maybe I should still do that, okay? I know I haven't done that yet, but I will make sure I do that. I will actually do the post like I usually do. I can't believe I forgot that. But I'll do the post congratulating each winner, so this way you guys actually get tagged right into it. But yeah, I tagged everybody in the photos of the prizes that they won. Hello, Shannon. Hello, yes. But yes, today is our positive news. Not our positive news. That's yesterday. It's tomorrow. See, it's our fact day. Yes, our fact day. And yes, we are filmed live in front of a live studio audience by none other than Mr. Chef. And now he goes silent. Did you guys see this? Did you guys hear this? Now he goes silent. I go talking. He bumps in there. He jumps right in. As soon as I give him the little introduction going, yeah, and, film in front of a live studio audience with Mr. Chef, he just zips. All right. So we're going to start this off like we always do, ladies and gentlemen. We got a new bucket full of shout-out names. All right. We got a full new bucket. Like I said, we had our winners. We handed out 31 prizes. All right. So we're just going to grab a little handful here. Oh, that's a mini one. I'm going to grab a little handful out here. You guys ready? All right. So who do we got here? Okay. So we'll grab from the top so you guys can see. I'm not magically picking, whatever. What's in my hand? So I grab it, right? So we have Mary Jane Goforth. Oh, this is one of our big winners. Yes. One of our big winners from the prize. We got Christopher Brockell. All right. Now I got one sticking up here. We're going to pull this one at two. Charlene Pratt. She actually won 2 prizes. Yeah, Charlene. There you go, dear. This prize I haven't seen you in there. Oh, wait. The Pratts. They're always camping. They're always doing some kind of fun activity. They're always busy all summer. It's great. All right, we got, there you go. None other than Timmy, our Joker on duty buddy. And like I said, make sure you get some aloe on there, bud. That's why if you guys ever see me out and about, very rarely do you see me with a T-shirt on or walk around in T-shirt and shorts. I'm one of those, I try to stay covered up. I do. Okay, one, I'm a redhead. I have that fair skin. Okay, yeah, very little. As you guys can tell, see, if I go like this, you guys can see, look, all the white on the upper part of my arm. And that's because of work. That's because of work, because we wear T-shirts at work. And that's from just being outside. But being the redhead, I burn. I attract the sun. So I always try to make sure I'm always covered up. All right, so what else we got here? Oh, look, we got, spin them around here. All right, we have Ernie Stewart. Like I said, see, try to keep this in focus for you guys so you guys can actually see. All right, see, I'm not pulling them out from anywhere except my hand. All right, so we got Timmy Plain again. Right on, buddy. Who else we got here? We got Sean Doyle. There you go, Sean. I know. Totally. Us redheads totally stick together. But I've had a lot of people over the years, and they do. I have a lot of people ask me the same thing every year, and it'll be the exact same person that asks me, right? Or all it has to be is a very hot day, and they'll look at me going, how can you wear a sweater? How can you wear a hat? How can you wear a hoodie? And I have to always keep telling them, I'm a redhead. I'm a ginger. The sun beats down on us. And yes, don't get me wrong. Okay, I can get a perfect tan, but that's after the long, hard process of the burn. Okay, and us gingers, we burn like lobsters, and it's very painful process. Okay, because we'll burn, and then we have to wait for the skin to peel. Okay, and it sucks so bad because you got to feel that burn, and then you got to feel that the creepy feeling of peeling your skin off. And like I said, don't get me wrong. We always have the perfect tan underneath, but it's just not worth the process for us. Totally not. Oh, hello, Nick Boss is in the house. And so Sue Lee. How are you guys? Yes. We got Jazzy Wood Tilly. Who else we got here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. And of course, he's here. Nick Boss. Just like Sauce Boss. Nick Boss. See, look at that. Perfect timing, buddy. All right, who else we got? Oh, we got Big Sexy Ken Cowell. This is actually Ken and Sarah Cowell, yes. It's a team. It's a couple. All right, and then who we have? Oh, look. Are you ready for this one, bud? All right, you got to send some positive vibes to this guy. This guy's got to have his life filled with positivity. We got to help this guy. This guy's amazing. He's a very talented artist, but he's got just that negativity around him, and we got to try to get him out of that. But look, it's Donnie. Let's see if I can say your last name right. I'm really hoping I can, Donnie. All right, Donnie Kurzatz. Donnie Kurzatz. We've known him as Pandemic. All right, so, okay, you ready, buddy? Send those positive vibes out to Pandemic. Yeah. All right. Of course, the chain just keeps moving. That's why I usually don't wear jewelry. But I can't help it, ladies and gentlemen. I love wearing these and sporting these. Pretty amazing little quotes that I actually kind of go by. Like, so we got the Creed, the Assassin Creed, kind of their creed. Nothing is permitted. Nothing is true and everything is permitted. which kind of like actually makes sense when you really sit back and think about it. Because, all these things that we say are true. In the beginning, there really wasn't. We didn't have rules. We didn't have laws. But we made those and put those into place to try to help one another. And like I said, see, everything is permitted, right? But like I said, this one here is really cool too. See, we're friends by chance, but we're family by choice. And that's what it's about being, an MFer. We're all about, we're one giant family. And yeah, we're always about our family, always about one another, and one of our family members goes down. We're always there to help out the best way we can. Hello, Bonnie. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So we're going to get on to our good news in history until we start reading about our facts. We have some really wicked facts coming our way. All right. Whoops. Scroll this back up. All right. So 50 years ago today, musicians David Crosby, Stephen Stills, and Graham Nash played together for the very first time in an impromptu gathering at Joni Mitchell's house in Laurel Canyon, Los Angeles. Stills, a member of the Buffalo Springfield, performed his new song with Crosby from the Byrds, joining in. Nash, who was still in the Hollies at the time, improvised a third-part harmony, which was so good that the three realized that they had a special chemistry. The trio's first album, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, was actually released in May of 1969 and became a major hit in the U.S. with two hits, Judy Blue Eyes and Marrakesh Express. 3 months later, having never performed together live, they played Woodstock. And there is a clip here, ladies and gentlemen. You guys can actually check out the appearance from them live at Woodstock. So Neil Young joined the band the following year, and the foursome put out their album with Young in 1970 called Deja Vu. They also released the powerful anti-war anthem, Ohio, about the shooting deaths of 4 students at Kent State University killed by the police. A single they recorded and released within a week of the incident. Wow. Oh, hello, Peita. How you doing, brother? It's always good to see you in here, buddy. Always, always. All right. So we have more good history. All right, what do we got here? So we have Norway's oldest newspaper, which is still in print. The Adresseavisen published its first edition on this day back in 1767. So it's like over 200-year-old paper, and it's still going. Even with the internet and the technology we have, we still got papers, dude. We do. The man. How you doing, brother? You finally found us. Right on. It's always good to see you when we're live, buddy. Always. Hello, Mary Jane. How are you? All right, so what else do we have here? We have the Battle of Gettysburg ended after 3 days in a major victory for the North, marking a turning point in the Civil War when the Confederates retreated southward. That was back in 1863. See, the ending of the war. That's always good, right? Let's see. What else we got here? Joshua Syocum from Nova Scotia became the first person to complete a solo circumnavigation of the Earth, and that was back in 1898. Wow. President Franklin D. Roosevelt dedicated the Eternal Light Peace Memorial and lit the eternal flame at Gettysburg Battlefield back in 1938. That's pretty awesome. Liking it, of course. Hey, Big Sex, how you doing, buddy? You guys still come down to the studio, hang out with us. What else we have here? All right, so Algeria became independent after 132 years of French rule back in 1962. Where is Salem when we want to, see, we got a really cool history in that, see? Because our good friend, our good MF Salem, comes all the way from Algeria. That's, like I said, positive news for him out there. But he could be sleeping right now, he is. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, out in Algeria, it's about, I think it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully he's sleeping. All right, so, and Back to the Future, a sci-fi comedy by Robert Zemeckis, featuring Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly and Christopher Lloyd as the eccentric scientist Doc Brown, who creates a time machine out of a DeLorean, was released in theaters on this very day back in 1985. I was 5 years old when that came out. Yeah, I remember watching. I've watched them all. And I don't know, supposedly there's supposed to be another one coming out. I don't know yet. Kind of hard to tell. But I just sit back and I wait. We'll see if it actually happens. It'd be pretty cool. I don't know what they would do this time. Because the first one, he went back in time. to his parents' time when they were in high school. The second one, he went into the future in the second one.
No, back in time.
He went back in time, but then ended up having to go to the future.
Well, he goes to the future. Yeah.
Wait a second. I'm trying to remember. No, wait. No, he goes to the future, goes back in time. Yeah, so no, he goes to the future first, comes back and realizes that his present time was no longer the same. So he had to go back further in time to fix it. What else? And then the third one was when they go back even further, they go all the way up to the west. So I don't know. You never know. It is sci-fi. You guys can just, with sci-fi and fiction, you can just let your mind go wild. Be surprised what they come up with. It'd be awesome. I'm going to watch it. If they come out with a new one, of course, because I grew up with the first three. All right, what else do we have here? All right, so the Statue of Liberty, a gift from France to the American people, ceremoniously had its torch relighted after a renovation, and that was in 1986. Wow. What else do we have? Same-sex marriages is declared legal in Spain in 2005. See, it was only like 13 years ago. See, we're getting closer. Oh, and guess what? We have a happy birthday. There's no way he's that old. Okay, so we do have a happy birthday, and we're going to give a happy birthday to none other than, so Joe, if you're still watching, you share a birthday with Tom Cruise, buddy. Tom Cruise has just turned 56 years old today, and he does not look 56. He totally does not. Hello, Kim. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So the actor and producer won awards for his role in Born on the 4th of July, Jerry Maguire, and Magnolia. His other well-known films include Top Gun, Risky Business, Rain Man, Mission Impossible, The Last Samurai, The Firm, and A Few Good Men. Cruise grew up near poverty with an abusive father until his parents separated. He planned to become a priest before choosing acting, a skill he began honing in 4th grade. There's actually a clip here. You guys can actually check out him act out his entire film career with the funny TV host, James Corden. So yes, make sure you guys check that out. Hey, Rich, how you doing, buddy? Yes, it's our Tea Time Tuesday. Yeah, hey, Ernie. All right, and also on this day in 1996, England announced that they would, at long last, return the coronation stone of Scone to Scotland after 700 years of intrigue, animosity, and thievery back and forth during British royal history. Wow. So in 1296, the stone, also known as the Stone of Destiny, was captured from Scone Abbey near Perth, Scotland by Edward I. As part of the spoils of war, it was taken to Westminster Abbey, where it was fitted into a wooden chair known as King Edward's chair, atop which most subsequent English kings and queens were crowned. Wow. So on Christmas Day in 1950, a group of 4 Scottish students removed the stone from Westminster Abbey at the same time, breaking it into 2 pieces and brought it back to Scotland. Various officials and church leaders worked as custodians of the stone, repairing and guarding it. But when English police learned of its whereabouts back to London, it was taken. And in a symbolic gesture of goodwill, it was given back to the Scottish people in 1996 for safekeeping and transported to Edinburgh Castle, where it resides along the crown jewels of Scotland. That's pretty cool. Hello, Lydia. Hello. All right, so we're going to share this off. That's pretty cool. So we have some positive history going on. All right, so we're going to share this off to our MFers Live Facebook page. Okay, so we're going to get all these. I can't answer those messages, ladies and gentlemen. Answer the messages of MFers Live. Ooh, all right, so we're going to share this off to our MFers Live page. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can always go check it out, what I just read. Go check out the clips. Or you guys can always follow along on www.goodnewsnetwork.org, or you guys can just download from your Google Play Store the Good News Network app, which is where I read it from every night, every day. All right, so we're going to tweet this off as well, and then we're going to go open up some facts. All right. Now, I know Mr. Chef's been waiting for us to do these facts because Mr. Chef is our researcher. He researches all of our facts for us. And yeah, we were sitting there talking, and he remembers back when he used to sit there and like days he'd be writing. So we would have our facts and we would read them in front of us. But but now we make it a little bit easier. But we have a whole bunch. Wow, yeah, we do. All right, so let's see what Thursday. But we're going to start our facts on none other than Tim Allen, which we've actually been watching. Just rewatched Last Man Standing since it was informed that Last Man Standing season 7 will be coming back, and it's going to, I do believe, on Fox. Right now, all 6 seasons are on Netflix. So if you guys want to go check that, it's kind of funny. If you guys were, ladies and gentlemen, if you were ever a fan of Tool Time with Tim the Toolman Taylor, sorry, it's called Home Improvement. Sorry. The show is called Home Improvement. So if you're ever fans of Home Improvement with the character of Tim the Toolman Taylor and his TV show of nothing but mechanics and tools, you'll really enjoy Last Man Standing. It's kind of like a reverse of that. In Home Improvement, he had 3 sons that he raised with him and his wife. And in this, he's raising 3 daughters with himself and his wife. But he doesn't do tools this time. He's actually, it's more like the outdoor kind of. You know, he's got the guns, the camping, all that stuff. It's pretty cool and amazing. Like I said, if you're ever a fan of Home Improvement, you'll really enjoy Last Man Standing, and you'll also see guest appearances from some of the crew from Home Improvement. So, like I said, I'm curious of what the new one's going to be like. Go, Mike. I try my best. I always try my best. Hello, Verna. How are you? Good evening. Yes. Like I said, it is our Tuesday, so we're going to do our facts. You guys ready for this? All right. So Tim Allen, all right, his full name is actually Timothy Allen Dick. Yes. But is known professionally as Tim Allen. Yes, that's what we all know him as, is Tim Allen. He is an American actor and comedian. He's actually known for his role in the ABC television show Home Improvement, which ran from 1991 to 1999 for 8 seasons. But actually, I was looking into it, wondering, curious about, the ending of it, of Home Improvement stuff. That himself and the actress who played his wife in Home Improvement, they both turned down $50 million each to do another season of Home Improvement. But Tim Allen has been really into this Last Man Standing, and he's doing really well with it. Like I said, it was canceled in May, so they ended at season 6. But due to fans just tuning in and wanting more, they will be coming in with season 7. But from the looks of it might be a little. If you guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are watching it right now, or you currently already watched it, okay. I guess 2 of the characters will stay, I do believe. But the one actress who plays one of his daughters might not be. Oh well, she will not be coming back, so they're going to have to reprise role somebody else. And the actor who plays his grandson in there. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But Tim Allen is very creative, and like I said, I kind of adored the show, so hopefully you guys do too. It's really funny. All right, so we're going to continue on some facts about Tim Allen. All right, so he's also known for his starring roles in several popular films, including Disney's The Santa Claus Trilogy. Yeah, he played the big fat man in red. And I don't mean the red hair, because I'm not going to. But no, he played Santa Claus in Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy. And it was pretty amazing. And he also starred in the movie A Galaxy Quest, which is pretty funny. That was in 1999. He was also the voice of Buzz Lightyear in Disney and Pixar's Toy Story trilogy, too. And see, he stars as Mike Baxter in the Last Man Standing TV series. He was born in Denver, Colorado. He's actually the son of Martha Catherine, a community service worker. Yeah, his father was Gerald M. Dick, a real estate agent. And he's actually the 3rd oldest of 5 brothers. So he's the 3rd oldest, okay? So technically a 3rd oldest would be the 3rd youngest. So he's the middle kid. So if you're ever middle kid, you kind of understand why, right? His father died in a car accident colliding with a drunk driver when Tim was only 11 years old. His mother married her high school sweetheart, a successful business executive, and moved with her 6 children to Birmingham, Michigan. Okay, so he's got more. He's got 6. Okay, so he's not the. Okay, he's the 3rd oldest of the 5 brothers. So I don't know where he goes in that chain because there's 6 of them. Let's see here. Yeah, so a suburb of Detroit, so that to be with her new husband and his 3 kids. So there was 9 of them. Wow. That'd be a pretty big, well, if it's a small house, it's not much space. You'd actually need a really big house for that. All right, so what else? We're going to do some more facts here. All right, so what do we got for that Master Chef has given us? We have, let's see, facts on bulldogs. All right, so for oh, again, all tongue-tied. For any MFers who love animals, okay, this is for you guys. All right, this is bulldogs. All right, so bulldogs are the 6th most popular breed in American and French in America. And French bulldogs are actually ranked number 18th. In Los Angeles, though, bulldogs are number 1, and French bulldogs are number 5, according to the American Kennel Club. Warren G. Harding was the only U.S. president to actually own a bulldog while in office. His pet bulldog, he named Oh Boy, passed away early during his term as president, and was replaced by an Airedale Terrier, Laddie Boy, as first dog. Well, yeah, I guess, they got first lady, first dog. Right? So Bridget, the bulldog who plays Stella on Modern Family, has the distinction of being the first bulldog to win a Golden Collar Award. She beat out dog performers from Chelsea Lately, Hot in Cleveland, Entourage, and Subburgerty. She also beat out the only human competitor, Jason Gann, the star of Wilfred. Bulldogs are one of the most popular mascots for universities and sports teams. Uga, the mascot of the University of Georgia team, is one of the most famous as well. Sonny Stellar, famed as the attorney of Jim Williams in the book Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, is responsible for selecting who will fulfill Uga's responsibilities. There have been 8 Ugas since 1956, and the search for Uga number 9 is currently ongoing. Bulldogs were originally bred in England, dating all the way back to the 16th century, believed to actually be the mix of Mastiffs and Pugs. The English Bulldog is what's most commonly referred to as a Bulldog, but there are popular French and American varieties as well. Bulldogs have actually suffered the most airline deaths of any breed due to the respiratory issues. They often suffer from hip dysplasia and other medical concerns. Oh, poor bulldogs. Over 80% of bulldogs are actually delivered by cesarean section. Oh, wow. Having been bred with such large heads precludes most bulldog pups from being delivered naturally. Ouch. Bulldogs, like many branchioceliac, large-skulled dogs, are not well suited for water and are in danger of drowning when they actually swim. Many celebrities who own bulldogs include Leonardo DiCaprio, Reese Witherspoon, Dave Beckham, Ashley Olsen, Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, and even Martha Stewart. The famous Hook Cuisine restaurant Ibule in Catalonia, Spain, run by Chef Ferran Adria, is actually named for the French bulldogs belonging to the original owners of the land where the restaurant is actually located. So that's pretty cool. See, there's something new about bulldogs. All right, what else do I have here? Oh, we got another one. This one's labeled 10. What's that? Okay, so we're going to find out what this one is. We got a mystery fact, ladies and gentlemen. Mystery facts. Okay, so what else we got? Oh, okay. Wait. Let me double check. Okay. So this is actually more to do with peace. If you guys remember checking us out last Thursday, we were doing history on peace. This is history on the peace symbol as well. It's just more like a continuation on. So in the history of the peace symbol, Ken Solzman wrote that in an attempt to discredit the burgeoning anti-war movement, the John Birch Society published an attack on the peace symbol in its June 1970 issue of American Opinion, calling the symbol a manifestation of a witch's foot or of a crow's foot, icons of the devil in the Middle Ages. Actually, the peace sign was actually designed in 1958 by Gerald Holtom, a professional designer and artist and a graduate of the Royal College of Arts. And he wrote, I was in despair, deep despair. I drew myself, the representative of an individual in despair, with hands palmed outreached outwards and downwards in the manner of Goya's peasant before the firing squad. I formalized the drawing into a line and put a circle around it. It was ridiculous at first and such a puny thing. And it ended up being the symbol. And the peace symbol's not copyrighted, so always remember, legend. You guys can draw it, go nuts. Okay, because the peace symbol in this day and age means peace amongst our fellow man. So it's pretty cool. All right, so what else we got here? So yes, that was just to finish off the facts from last week that when we were talking about the origins of the peace symbol. All right. So we do have more here. Let's see. This is, you know what? Before we read this one, okay. So we're gonna do some facts on beavers. Hello, James. Thanks for tuning in, brother. It's always good to see you, Dad. Always good to see you here, pops. Always. Oh, look at that. And then look, my little brother. Yeah, my little brother from another mother popped in as well. Brian, how you doing? You know, Brian, you can always come guest again, buddy. Anytime. All right, so we're going to do some more quick shout-outs here. All right, look, we got the wonderful Leah Dubrick. Yes. And then what else we got here? Oh, we got Caitlin McCandles. There we are. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Don't forget to get your comment and your reaction and get your name entered twice. This way, you guys don't have to remember, but later on going, hey, did I do that one? Hey, you get it done already. Like I said, we handed out 31 prizes on July 1st on Canada Day. And like I said, you never know. We don't have any prizes just yet, but you never know what's going to happen. You never know what comes across the MFers Live desk as prizes, and it's pretty amazing. And, they happen. It's pretty cool. See, hi, oh, yeah. All right, so we have Brenda White. And look, we got a double for Brenda because it's actually flipped up right. Because if you guys, ladies and gentlemen, look at my hand. You guys can't see. So there's Brenda White. And they're all upside down. So I have no idea until I flip them. Oh, look at this. Triple. Brenda White. Okay, because I can't see them until I flip. Oh, look. Brenda, you're really popular today. Look at this. This is 4 in a row. Okay, I see. See, we got another Brenda one. No, we got Rich Nelson. There you go, brother. All right, and then we got, who else we got here? Oh, look. A 5th for Brenda. Brenda, your name was like all crammed. Look. A 6th. Okay, this shout-out, it's all Brenda White. These shout-outs are all Brenda White, always. Look at that. Let's okay, cool. We got 2 stuck here. Okay, so we got Rich. Whoops. Actually, I think I got a double shout-out. I did. Look at this. Okay, that was a weird one. That totally was. Look, we got a double for Rich. So Rich got like 3 in there, and then Brenda got about 6. And no, they're not all stuck together. They're not. They're all in pieces, and they're all mixed. So that's weird. That's pretty awesome. Big brother, I know. Don't remind me. I really know him big. Always. All right, so we got some facts on beavers. You guys ready for some? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nacho just remind me. Okay, look, Nacho. We'll pick one out just for you. Okay. I know, because we had the doubles. Okay, so look, we'll pick one out. Okay, we got one. Is it one? Okay, so we got one. We got one. Look. It's Kala. Okay, let me take this one for you. Okay, thank you. All right, look, we got Kalahel McGill. I think wasn't that supposed to be Kalahel Phoenix? Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that. But there you go, Kalahel McGill. All right, so send some positive vibes out that way. Hello, Kat. Thanks for tuning in. It's always good to see you. All right. So they actually used to be giant. Yes, although they didn't have the characteristic flat tail, giant beavers of the Ice Age, known as castoroids, looked remarkably similar to their modern descendants, just much, much bigger. They grew up to be 8 feet long and 200 pounds, and lived a semi-aquatic life. They actually secrete a goo that smells like vanilla. So be careful, okay? Because in fact, it's sometimes used in vanilla flavorings. I don't know. Hunt down a beaver for the extract. I don't know. So castoroium is actually a chemical compound that mostly comes from a beaver's castor sacs, which are actually located underneath its tail. It is secreted as a brown slime that's about the consistency of molasses, and it smells like musky vanilla. It's an FDA approved natural flavoring, believe it or not. Yeah, believe it or not, it's FDA approved natural flavoring. So I don't know. Now I'm a little scared to have anything with vanilla, because vanilla is like one of my favorite flavors. And now knowing that the excretes of goo from a beaver is FDA approved natural flavoring. Oh, I don't know. I just had a vanilla ice cap earlier. I don't know if I'm having any of the goo. I don't know. Now I'm scared. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. All right. Well, you know, I'm Canadian, so I guess we should be kind of used to that, right? Totally, we're totally Canadian. And I got kicked out again. Why? How's that happen? How is that possible? All right. I don't know how this is possible, but we're gonna try to find us again. Oh, wait, where do we go? Okay, we're gonna try it this way. I got kicked out of my show again. How's that possible? Are you serious? All right, so it's right there. Is it going to let me? Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay, nope, it keeps cutting me up. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If I cannot read you guys' comments. The laptop is frozen. The cell phone is not let me check it out. So we're about 35 minutes in right now. So if you guys put up comments and I'm not responding to it, Facebook message me, okay? I will check it out for sure, okay? So I'll give the time for the approval. Okay, and I'll totally give the approval this time because I'm going to attempt. Nope, that's Twitter. Okay, we're going to attempt this once more. Hopefully it'll work. I'm hoping it'll work. If not, all right, send me in your comment. Oh, wait, maybe. There we go. Okay, all right. Okay, so nope, it kicks me out again. Okay, so we are still live according to the count here. So I'm going to continue on. If I don't respond, please make sure you guys leave your comment and reaction on the show. And like I said, because I can't really see it, I'll give it this time, guys. I will. You guys can Facebook message me and I will answer them, okay? Because I can't read anybody's comments right now, but I will have the phone in front of me, as you guys can see. So like I said, let them come through so this way I can read them. Because, yeah, the laptop totally froze. But I do need you guys to leave a comment and reaction at least on the stream so that we can at least keep track of everybody's entries for the prizes for August 1st. All right, so continue on from the FDA-approved natural flavoring. Oh, all right, so their dams can actually be enormous. The world's largest beaver dam actually stretches 850 meters deep in the thick wilderness of northern Alberta. It was discovered after being spotted on a satellite image in 2007. But scientists believe multiple generations of beavers have been working on the dam since the 1970s. Last September, explorer Rob Mark became the first person to ever reach the dam. Yeah. So what's this? More from Mental Floss Studios. Okay, so beavers are actually romantics at heart, or at least they're monogamous. Dams are usually started by a young male looking for love, or by a mated for love new couple. A whole beaver family will live in a single dam. The mom, the dad, the young kids, and the yearlings. They once actually traveled by parachute in 1948. New human inhabitants of the western Idaho began to clash with the local beaver population. The Idaho Department of Fish and Game wanted to put these threatened beavers in a nearby protected area, but they didn't know how to get them there. So Elmo Header of Idaho Fish and Game devised an ingenious solution. By using surplus parachutes from World War II, the department could drop boxes of beavers down from planes. So after some careful collaborations, 76 beavers made the skydive into the basin, and all but one survived the fall. So 76 beavers made the skydive, so 75 made it. Only one did not make it. Well, I still feel bad. We really want them all to make it, right? And no, beavers do not bite off their own testicles. That is interesting because of the big sharp teeth, right? You never know. This one may sound obvious, but up until the 1100s, people thought that beavers did. The myth originated in ancient Egypt and appeared in the bestiaries of medieval Europe. The story went that beavers knew hunters were after them for the valuable castoreum oil in their testicles. This myth was not terribly difficult to disprove, largely because beaver testicles do not hang outside of their bodies. So see, that'd be just like turkeys. Turkeys don't either. They're internal. Beavers' front teeth are actually orange, and not just because they have terrible dental hygiene, but to gnaw through tree trunks, they need extra strong teeth. Fortunately, their tooth enamel contains iron, yes, which makes them incredibly strong, sharp, and orange. Because the orange enamel on the front of their teeth wears away more slowly than the white dentine on the back, a beaver's teeth self-sharpen as he actually chews on trees. So the more they chew on the trees, the more they sharpen them up. So that's pretty cool. Dams help them avoid ice. Beavers build dams for a myriad of reasons. And one is so that the lake behind it will grow deep enough to ensure it doesn't freeze all the way through during the winter. This bit of temperature control is especially crucial because beavers anchor a food cache to the bottom of the lake to serve as sustenance during the cold months. They have multi-purpose tails as well. A beaver's oversized leathery tail, which can grow up to 15 inches long and 6 inches wide, has uses both on land and also in water. So while swimming, the beaver uses his tail as a rudder or as a siren by slapping it against the water to warn other beavers of a predator. On dry land, the tail acts as a prop to allow the beaver to sit upright or as a counterbalance so he doesn't tip over while carrying heavy supplies in his teeth. Yes, okay, so until recently, the last mention of a beaver sighting in England came all the way back in 1789 when a bounty was paid for a beaver head in Yorkshire. By that point, the once prolific beaver had dwindled due to overhunting for their valuable pelts and medicinal glands. For several hundred years, the species disappeared from Great Britain, and it was assumed that they had gone extinct. But last year, a retired environmental scientist documented a family of beavers living near his home. But now the rodents are causing a controversy. Although beavers are also making a comeback on the continent after numbers dwindled to just about 1,200. The population is now estimated to be about 300,000. British officials are concerned the ecosystem has changed too much to accommodate them. Yeah, what do you mean too much? Come on, seriously? Come on, Canadian. That's one of our national icons, our little logos. It's a beaver, and you know what? It's because you guys are tearing up so much land. You know, the beavers are about living in the forest and the water, and the more houses and buildings and stuff that we build, obviously we're taking over on that. We should give back to them. Well, leave them be. Come on. At least the British can know what us Canadians are like. We love our beaver. I totally love my beavers. They're awesome. All right. So they actually have clever adaptations in order for this mammal to live a semi-aquatic life. Beavers actually utilize a host of adaptations that help them navigate the water. Nose and ear valves actually shut to keep out water while submerged. And nictitating membranes or transparent third eyelids actually act as goggles. So perhaps the most useful is their lips, closed behind their oversized front teeth, allowing the beaver to transport building materials and food without actually drowning. So that's pretty cool, that is. All right, so I'm going to attempt this one more. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully this will work. I'm hoping it works. All right, we're going to attempt this one more. Okay, hopefully it works. Come on. No, it's still not going to let me play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are having a hard time. We're going to try to see if we can scoot over here to the MFers live page and see if we can go directly that way. Because that's what we had to do yesterday. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Hopefully, let's see. That's going to take forever. All right. Yeah, something's definitely up with my Facebook. I don't know if it's up with yours. Hopefully everybody's still tuning in and watching. Like I said, it is our Tea Time Tuesday where we do our facts. All right. For some reason, it just does not want to load, and I don't know why. All right, so I'm going to load. Maybe. Oh. We're going to try. So I do have 40 comments here, so I'm hoping it goes right back. No, and it still does not want to let me play. All right, so you know what? We're going to continue on. I'm going to follow this clock. And I will definitely check I'll check the comments after the show in case I missed any, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Because it did that to me yesterday. But we were able to actually get it back up and running. So I don't know what's going on. Facebook's constantly always updating and changing stuff. Come on. We got a good thing going here, Facebook. Come on. Come on. I don't have to go somewhere else and bring all the MFers to somewhere else to come watch. Come on. Right now, it's the beginning. This is where we start, is right here on Facebook. Come on, work with us, Facebook. Come on. All right. So I know that we have actually done these next set of facts, but these are actually different facts. These are the facts of the Dalai Lama. Okay, and yes, I know we have the Dalai Lama, but we've actually done, these are different facts that we used before. And like I said, guys, you guys can always go back and check out my streams. And these aren't actually different facts. But here are some facts on the Dalai Lama. All right, you want to know who is the Dalai Lama? All right, His Holiness Tenzin Gyatso serves as the 14th Dalai Lama, the spiritual leader of the people of Tibet. He was born on July 6th, 1935, to a peasant farming family in northeastern Tibet. Yeah. So his birthday is before mine. That's awesome. Right on. What is a Dalai Lama? All right, each Dalai Lama is a manifestation of the Buddha. Yes, the Buddha of compassion, who are believed to have postponed their nirvana and chosen to be rebirthed in the service of humanity. This Dalai Lama is the 74th manifestation of Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva. Wow, the enlightened Buddha of compassion. You want to know how did the Dalai Lama become Dalai Lama? Gyatso, originally born Lamo Donmaram, was recognized as a reincarnation of the 13th Dalai Lama at the age of 2. In order to confirm his identity, Tibetan monks tested Gyatso by asking him to identify certain articles of clothing that belonged to the 13th Dalai Lama. He passed a series of tests and then changed his name. Took the throne at age 4 and became a monk by the age of 6. What was he like as a kid? Well, at the age of 5, His Holiness was taken to a monastery in Kumbam, Tibet, to begin his monastic training. So according to an interview with National Geographic Kids, his favorite game during this time period was playing with 2 white mice who would sneak into his room and distract him from studying. All right, you guys are wondering what is the big deal with Dalai Lama? All right, His Holiness won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1989 for his work in advocating for nonviolent means to liberate Tibet from China. He shared this award with Mikhail Gorbachev. Yeah, Mikhail Gorbachev. Yeah. So what does he do for fun? His hobbies actually include meditating, gardening, and collecting and repairing watches. That's pretty cool. All right, what does this Dalai Lama care about? Well, known for his charisma and charm, the Dalai Lama is an outspoken international advocate for a variety of issues, a major one being environmental concern. He writes and speaks extensively about the need for a caring attitude toward the environment, the intricate interrelationship between humans and the earth, and the importance of respect for the earth's living things. So what else matters to him? Well, another subject of great importance to the Dalai Lama is peaceful religious coexistence. He believes the world's religions should have harmonious relationship with each other and engage in meaningful interfaith dialogue. So that makes sense. That totally makes sense, right? It should. We have all these religions that they're like, oh, our religion's the one. This is the one that's supposed to be. If you don't believe this, you're not part of our religion. Blah, blah. No, you guys should be able to work together and coexist. Because every religion has basically the same. They all look for the same outcome. They do the same outcome is to be better to one another. Be like I said, living with each other, peace, love, and positivity. Like I said, being able to help one another out. It's all about world peace and stuff. And they're just too busy fighting among each other. So see, he has a great point. He totally does. All right. So what are some fun facts about His Holiness? All right. So the Dalai Lama is actually fascinated by science and has stated that if he had not become a monk, he probably would have became an engineer. See? All right. So if the Dalai Lama is such an enlightened being, what is it, the meaning of life? All right. So when asked on his website, what's the purpose of life? This is what he says. Okay. The Dalai Lama responds, right, that the meaning of life is to be happy. That's pretty cool, eh? Is that right? You know, peace, love, positivity. The positivity is all about being happy, right? Oh, totally. Rock on, Dalai Lama. See, Dalai Lama as an MF for I totally recognize the Dalai Lama as an MF right away. Pretty cool guy. It's awesome. All right. So there are some new facts on the Dalai Lama because the last time we did the Dalai Lama, it was kind of like a general interpretation of like the Dalai Lama, where it started and stuff like this. But this is more about our current Dalai Lama that we have. It's the 14th Dalai Lama. That's pretty cool, eh? And you know what? I really wish I could read everybody's comments. I really do. All right. So, we got some more facts here. All right. So we got facts on, kayaking. Ooh. All right. It's summertime. All right. All right. It's time to get out the old kayaks. All right. All right. So the name kayak actually means hunter's boat. Yeah. Hunter's boat. Yeah. I've never used it for hunting. Now, kayaks I use for, yeah. So as kayaks were originally invented by the Inuit, Yup'ik and the Halu for hunting. They were made of seal or other animal skin stretched over wood or whalebone. Kayaks are very quiet, which made them ideal for sneaking up on prey. Kayaking actually received the honor of Olympic status when it became an official Olympic sport, along with canoeing at the Summer Olympics in Berlin, Germany. So Kleppers, which is two-man kayaks, have been used in special missions of insertion or extraction by the U.S. Marines, the British Commandos, and the Canadian Special Operations Force Command during war. The country with the most Olympic medals in kayaking? It's Hungary. Oh, yeah. The world record for the most kayaks to ever raft up together is 1,902 kayaks, which it happened in Inlet, New York in 2011. That's a lot of kayaks. So as kayaking has evolved, there have become different types of kayaks depending on their intended use. So some different types of kayaks actually include sit-on tops, or as the name suggests, a type of kayak where the paddler sits on top of the kayak in an open area. There's the cockpit style, which is the more conventional style kayak where the paddler sits inside the kayak with his or her hips and legs inside the hull. A spray skirt may also be used to create a barrier against the splashing water. Then there's inflatables, or a type of kayak that are a mixture of a sit on top and a cockpit style kayak. They have an open deck, but the paddler sits below the deck. And then there's also tandems are made for more than one paddler. Some tandems can actually have up to 3 or 4 paddlers per kayak. That's a bigger kayak, right? All right, so the world record for the highest waterfall drop in a kayak is 189 feet. And it's held by an American extreme kayaker, Tyler Bratt. Yeah, Bratt. It's just not spelled. B-R-A-D-T. Bratt. All right, well, it's by Tyler. So Tyler kayaked over Palouse Falls in 2009, earning him the record title. All right, what else we got here? All right, so the first person to actually cross the Atlantic Ocean in a kayak was 29-year-old World War I veteran Franz Roma. In 1928, the German-born kayaker left Lisbon, Portugal, and traveled 4,000 miles to arrive in Puerto Rico. Wow. Kayaking is growing in popularity in Newfoundland and Labrador, with nonprofit groups such as Paddle NL promoting the sport, teaching beginners, and inciting interest. It is sure to increase even more. So if you're interested in giving this exciting sport a try, you can always come join them on their annual Woody Island Resort kayaking trip. Kayaking in Newfoundland is something everyone has to at least try once. And the trip there, it will prove to be very popular over the years. they even had Martha Stewart's even done kayaking. There you guys go. Look at that. Martha Stewart was doing kayaking back in 1997. That's pretty cool. And see, oh yeah, so you can actually explore the coastline in Pestilenta Bay, Newfoundland, where you'll see waterfalls, birds, and beautiful scenery. This is actually kayaking Newfoundland style. So they stop for a boil up on the beach. And then at the end of the day, they provide you with a home cooked meal and live entertainment for you to enjoy. That is awesome. Now I want to go to Newfoundland. I do. You know, I've never left Ontario yet, ladies and gentlemen. I do. Now I want to go to Newfoundland. There's some really cool things up there. There is. But like I said, that's what brought us back to, you know, let's bring us back to being the Canadian thing. I do. I want to, you know, go all over the world and knowing that I don't have to worry about being attacked or anything by anybody. Because people have always recognized Canadians as being very nice people. So, you know, it's pretty awesome. Like I said, it's the joys of being a Canadian, right? Totally. All right, so let's see here. Should we find it? Okay, so you know what? I'm going to find a positive story to read to you guys. Okay, so oh, that's a whole. Oh, it's a poor puppy. Let's see. That's a pair of us. All right, so okay, you know what? All right, you know what? We're going to read. And I keep bringing me back down to this puppy one. It does. It totally does. All right, so you know what? I think did we read one on him before? Okay, let's find out. All right, so we're gonna find our positive story here. All right, I don't know if we. Okay, so this is actually no. This is dated from today. All right. So 1 month after med school, he was the only doctor aboard overseas flight to save a woman's life. Wow. So it's been 1 month since Dean LaBarba graduated from medical school, but he wasn't expecting to start his life-saving career so soon. LaBarba, who had just finished at Loma Linda University School of Medicine on a 12-hour flight from Zurich to Los Angeles with his wife last month, when a female passenger sitting close to them said that she didn't feel well. Before she could get up to use the restroom, she collapsed. So LaBarba immediately rushed to the woman's side, only to find that she didn't have a pulse. He tried massaging her sternum as a means of improving blood flow, but to no avail. So with the help of another passenger, he had the woman lie across a row of seats so that he could begin chest compressions. After 6 pushes, she started to regain consciousness. So LaBarba, his wife, and the passengers were moved to first class, where the newly graduated doctor monitored her health. I remained at her side, continually checking on her and asking if she felt any abdominal pain, chest pain, nausea, or leg cramps. LaBarba said, it's hard to say what happened in those 15 seconds after she collapsed, but I think she may have experienced a synope episode. So a synope episode is when someone faints as a result of a drop in heart rate or blood pressure. Though the woman was shaken, she made it through the following 10 hours of the flight without any incident. The passenger expressed her extreme gratitude towards LaBarba, who happened to be the only physician on board the 300-person flight that day. He says that the experience confirmed his calling and desire to help people. So LaBarba's wife, Ivy, said, I was so proud to the point of tears. And see, that's awesome. That is pretty amazing, that is. And see, you know, you never know what happens. You never know. All right, you know, like he wasn't expecting it. He wasn't. He was on a flight, you know, coming to Los Angeles, or sorry, going to Los Angeles. Not coming because we're not in Los Angeles, but going to Los Angeles. And he was by chance the only person on a 300-man flight, a 300-person flight that was a doctor. So that's pretty amazing. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we're going to share this off. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting to that time. Coming to the end of our show. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in and learning some new facts with us on our Tea Time Tuesday. Yes. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. We're going to have our Positive News Wednesday like we always do. Read some more positive news stories from around the world. Yeah. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, same MFer time, same MFer channel as always. Yes, and to the one out there, I know that you do watch. You may not comment, you may not react, but always remember your time, okay? And I want all my MFers out there to know that I love each and every last single one of you, okay? And you know how to prove it, go check out my personal profile. Go check out my profile pic. It's awesome. It was designed just for you guys. It's a little, and it's not just a pic. No. You got to go check it out. Click play. Go check that out. Like I said, it's for all my MFers, for each and every last single one of you, because you know what, I love all these. Without you, MFers Live wouldn't be where it is today, and all the cool, amazing things that we've done so far, and all the cool, amazing things that are going to be happening. And like I said, just tuning in and saying hi means the world to me, all right? And I want to let everybody know, never forget, okay? You're never alone, okay? You always have somebody out there, you know, you just got to reach out. And even to those out there, all of our MFers, okay? Don't just sit there and idle. If you see something, okay, always go up, try to help out, okay? Always. It's just what we do. All right, and if you're watching me live right now or you're watching me on a replay, always remember, okay, if you can't say it yourself, tune in every night, okay? I say it at the end of every show, okay? And if that's still not good enough, reach out to me personally, and I will personally say it to you, okay? Because I believe it when I say it every night. And I will say it to you. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that you matter. Because you know what? Each and every last single one of you do. You may not believe it sometimes, but you do. All right? And I always say, always remember that you matter, okay? And I'll see you guys all tomorrow night, all right? And in the words of Bill Nye, let's help save this world. And you know what? Like I said, the best way to do it, you know, like the Dalai Lama says, the meaning to life is to be happy. So come on. Let's spread a little bit of peace, love, and positivity, and we'll make a big difference.